Akwa Ibom State Government distributes relief materials to victims of natural disaster. Uru urged to work towards remaining in political mainstream. The government donates 100 laptop computers to Akwa Ibom journalists. Details of these and other stories in just a moment. Good morning and welcome to EKBC 45 News. I am Jeffrey Orok. The State Deputy Governor, Lady Valerie Beh, has commended the State Governor, Chief Godswill Akpabio, for his fatherly disposition. Colonel Edem Efreti reports that the Deputy Governor made the commendation at her country home in Nkpareni.
We thank the Governor for demonstrating the qualities of a true leader, always having the interest of the people at heart. The Deputy Governor prayed God to keep the Governor and his family through a transition period and to bless him with Emmanuel as his son. She wished the people of the state Merry Christmas, even as she prayed God to sustain peace in the state, especially through the elections period in 2015.
I wish the people of Akwa Ibom State, the people of the local government area, and most importantly, the governor of the state, and all the members of the executive, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance.
Earlier, Lady Beh had attended a Christmas service at St. Paul's Parish Church, Mia, where she thanked God for his blessings in her life. Lady Beh, who shared the joy with the parishioners, urged the people to learn to be grateful to God, especially as the world celebrates the birth of the Son of God. Parish priest Reverend Father Godwin Elijah urged Christians to learn to be humble and to help to raise others around them, adding that such would better the world.
The
priest led the parishioners in prayers for the church, the people, their families, the state and the nation. Colonel Edem Efreti reporting.
In a related development, the state government has distributed relief materials worth millions of naira to victims of natural disaster in the state. The distribution of the materials was made by the Deputy Governor, Lady Valerie Beh, on behalf of the state government at the Government Relief Materials Warehouse, Okanafort Street, Uyo. Colonel Edem Efreti, who was at the ceremony, reports that communities that benefited from the distribution included those that suffered from flood in the just ended rainy season. His reports.
Materials distributed included 100 bags of rice, 500 pieces of blankets, 400 pieces of mosquito nets, 320 pieces of plastic buckets, 200 pieces of guinea buckets, 200 pieces of wax springs, 200 pieces of mattresses, 100 bundles of roofing sheets, 50 bags of 3 inches nails, 50 packets of zinc nails, 50 cartons of 3-in-1 tea, 50 cartons of tomatoes, 50 cartons of powdered milk, 80 cartons of Indomie noodles, 30 cake of palm oil and same quantity of vegetable oil, 30 cartons of bath soap and equal number of detergents, 20 bags of sugar and same quantity for salt. Distributing the materials, the State Deputy Governor, Lady Valerie Beh, said the distribution of the materials was the demonstration of the love government has for the people. Lady Beh said, though no government prays for misfortunes for its people, it could not fail to respond to the need of those who fell victims to natural disasters. She advised residents of the state to protect their environment while urging developers to complement government's effort by not blocking drainages and culverts.
want to inform you that from time to time we also do this. From the state government to different indigenes affected by either flood or fire or whatever things that may come their way. And we will continue to cooperate with the government, and we also ask you to extend appreciation to the President, whose responsibility, whose kindness had always reached the people of Nigeria, not only of
Earlier, the Director General Nigeria Emergency Management Agency, Alhaji Mohammed Sani Sidi, said the presentation was a result of a joint NEMA and SEMA assessment of the flood incidents reported by a councillor from the Igbaibekwe community. Alhaji Sani Sidi, who was represented by the South-South Zonal Coordinator of NEMA, said though it was discovered that sanitation played a role in the unfortunate incident, government approved the relief materials which he hoped would be well utilized by beneficiaries. He commended Chief Akpabio for what he termed the massive risk reduction compliance of infrastructural transformation in the state, saying such will mitigate any further disasters.
In response to the assessment, the federal government graciously approved relief materials for the victims. The items include 100 bags of rice, 50 cartons of 3-in-1 tea, 50 cartons of tin tomato.
Colonel Adam Efreti reporting.
The Special Advisor, Bureau of Cooperatives and Food Sufficiency, Mr. Kwenyong Enyena, has pledged government's resolve to correct irregularities militating against the smooth functioning of some cooperative societies in the state. Mr. Enyena said these when executive members of the Akwa Ibom State Polytechnic staff Post Cooperative Society, Ikorosura, led by the President, Mr. Enamodo, paid him a courtesy visit in his office. The special advisor enumerated plans by his bureau to achieve a robust cooperative movement to serve as vehicle for the socio-economic welfare of the people. It pledged the commitment in his office to liaise with the leadership of the Akwa Ibom State Polytechnic Staff Multi-Purpose Cooperative Society in ensuring that all on his way to meeting its expected goals are removed. The special advisor thanks staff of the institution for forming themselves into a cooperative society to assist them find solutions to some of their immediate problems.
That as you brought this to my bureau, this is our policy trust. You understand? I am assuring you that I won't allow it to lie like that, because if we do that, we are not only endangering your lives, but that of many others. The opportunity that they would have gotten won't be there.
Also speaking, the Director of Cooperative Development and Food Sufficiency in the Bureau, Mrs. Victoria Okporo, commended management of the Akwa Ibom Staff Multi-Purpose Cooperative Society for the efficient manner in handling the affairs of the society. She assured that her office will continue to provide high-level supervision to ensure that the smooth and result-oriented cooperative movement in the state. Mrs. Okporo promised that issues raised by the cooperative society will be looked into with a view to finding lasting solutions to them. The president of the Akwa Ibom Multi-Purpose Cooperative Society, Mr. Enamodo, said the society established 20 years ago with a membership strength of 506 is the second largest cooperative society in Akwa Ibom. Mr. Don noted that the cooperative was operating successfully until the introduction of the biometric capturing system in April, which made it difficult to deduct loans granted to members from their salaries.
Some staff contributions. Some there are no deductions at all. On monthly basis, we do prepare a deduction schedule and send through the relevant bodies to the SkyBank. But this has not been deducted as per our directives.
More news after the break. Stay tuned.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
So good to be back. The Commissioner for Transport, Prince Godwin Tokode, has charged the people of Urwan to vote for the People's Democratic Party and all its candidates in the coming general elections. He gave the charge while addressing a cross-section of the people of Urwan government area at the Atapo Community Secondary School, Mbiayo Urwan. Livingstone Daniel covered the story here presented.
Prince today addressing the people, which included women, youths, and elders from Northern, Southern, and Central Urwan, acknowledged that some people are aggrieved as the result of the last PDP in the state, but are continue to be low, noting that in every contest there must be a winner and a loser. He emphasized that those who emerged winners during the primaries were the best choices the delegates could produce. Prince Today cautioned the people of Urwan not to continue to make what he termed the same political mistake they are known for over years by playing opposition, a situation he noted has hindered the pace of development of the local government area. He described Governor Kpabio as a destabilized and forgiving leader who has forgiven the people of Urwan his appointment as commissioner, but get the governor's gesture by supporting his choice of successor. The commissioner later donated bags of rice and 2 million naira to each of the wards in the local government area for the Christmas and New Year celebrations.
Window dressing. I don't answer like I mean mama I think we can or talk it. Saying in any whatever we have, let us share.
The chairman on the occasion, Barrister Patrick Hussein, appreciated Prince Godwin today for setting a new standard for the people of Urwan to follow and tasked the people to queue behind PDP in 2015 to ensure meaningful and sustainable development of the area.
Commissioner Yemero, Commissioner, I can tell you on here, I would be there. It's getting anyone anymore in a message. So, I don't know. Come on, I see no name.
Mr. Nyeka Mbasi, who won the PDP ticket to represent Urwan State constituency in the House of Assembly, appreciated the commissioner for galvanizing the people to work and speak with one voice in 2015.
Almost every month. I could return a mobile ticket. Last one get back in. Market say again. I see the market. The government, your body is in a bank. Ibaga market is going to mail you. I don't mind you. I mind you. Mbo ya basi. Implement. I am the one I don't know who can get.
Political stakeholders are commended today for the gesture.
Filmmakers in Akwa Ibom State have been charged to aim at packaging and producing films capable of the rich cultural values of the state and to shun the temptation of projecting gangsterism, banditry, prostitution and other vices. The personal assistant to the governor on media, Mr. Essien Ndueso, said that these after being conferred with an award in media development by the Akwa Ibom Filmmakers Association, ACFIMA, in recognition of his contribution to the growth of the media industry in the state. Mr. Ndweso thanked the ACFIMA 2014 award prizes for finding him worthy of the honor and dedicated the award to upcoming Akwa Ibom filmmakers, while appreciating Governor Godswill Akpabio for finding him worthy to serve in his administration as his media aide. Mr. Ndweso reminded the filmmakers that the present administration has put in place necessary infrastructure to promote tourism as well as enhance the activities of movie producers.
To try as much as possible to promote these our values. Our values are very rich. Our culture is rich. We have a very rich cultural history.
Presenting the award, the president of ACFIMA, Mr. Akan Wiseman, said the ceremony, which has now come to stay as an annual event, was an initiative of Akwa Ibom movie practitioners to recognize filmmakers and bring about unity amongst members. The essence of the event, he explained, was to create a platform where government and entertainers would come together to chart a new way for the progress of the state. He congratulated the governors, aides, and other awardees for being selected for recognition.
Celebrating those that have distinguished themselves, but we also need to look at the challenges. Because if we refuse to look at the challenges, we might undermine being able to move to the next level.
ACFIMA 2020 also witnessed the conferment of several awards to over 100 persons for excelling in various fields of human endeavor. The Akwa Ibom Council of the Nigeria Union of Journalists, NUJ, has taken of the 100 laptop computers pledged by the state government a few months ago. The laptop computers were handed over to the chairman of the NUJ, Patrick Albert, at a ceremony which coincided with the presentation of Christmas gift to journalists by the Commissioner for Information and Communications, Mr. Anieka Nomana. Report presented in our studio.
The NUJ Press Center was a beehive of activities as journalists made out time from their crowded schedules to converge for the interaction with Mr. Anieka Nomana, who presented 100 HP laptops to the press community in Akwa Ibom.
On behalf of His Excellency the Governor of Akwa Ibom, who donated these laptops in the first instance to you, invite Mr. Chairman, the party who is already here, to receive this laptop on behalf of the members of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, as will be sent out.
Apart from the presentation, the Commissioner took a retrospective look at the 7.5 years of the Godswill Akpabio administration, as well as a stock-taking of events of 2014. Among the strides recorded by the Akwa Ibom state government was last month's opening of the Nest of Champions, the Ibom International Stadium, by President Goodluck Jonathan in the company of President John Mahama of Ghana and President Alassane Ouattara of Cote d'Ivoire. He said with about 160 days left before the end of Governor Akpabio's tenure, the uncommon transformation of Akwa Ibom has moved to the center stage of national reckoning. Among outstanding projects provided by the present administration, Mr. Mana pointed out, was the construction of 420 roads, 35 bridges, among other projects. The Commissioner, who assured journalists that all promises made to the NUJ will be redeemed soon, donated 200 bags of rice for distribution to members of the union, urging them to continue to apply their professional vigor and patriotic zeal in support of the state government. Responding on behalf of the journalists, the state chairman of the NUJ, Patrick Albert, appealed to the state government to assist the union to complete her mini clubhouse project before the international friendly between Nigeria and Brazil coming up in March 2015 at the Ibom International Stadium, while pledging to maintain the partnership that exists between the NUJ and the Akwa Ibom state government. The chairman announced plans to inaugurate a forum of past chairmen of the union to serve as an advisory body for the NUJ.
Activities marking the 21st anniversary of Zion Deliverance Live Ministries at the 18th year of the consecration of Bishop Sandowa have been rounded off. It also features Zion Convention 20 with the theme Unchangeable Grace. Other activities marking the event were honors bestowed on the paramount ruler of Uyo, Edem Silas Akpan, for contributions to the growth of the church. Other honorees were the chairman of Okanafon local government, Apostle Sylvester Udoka, Mr. Ifeong George, and the vice chairman of Temepo local government, Deaconess Inibera Ime Omotong, and the sermon, the president and founder of Zion Deliverance Live Ministries, Bishop Sandowa advised Christians to rise, shine, and affect people positively. He charged the faithful to exhibit the trait of Jesus Christ in order to win for the kingdom of God.
The wisdom from who? From God. And the child grew with the spirit of wisdom, and he was also filled with the wisdom of God.
Earlier in a full encounter between Eket branch of the church and Uyo headquarters, the Eket assembly defeated the Uyo and went home with a trophy. Choir competition also formed part of the Thanksgiving where Nkaika Messi emerged the champions. Bishop Owa later distributed bags of rice to pastors, prayer band members, as well as wrappers to widows, while the former president of the Women Fellowship, Mrs. Esther Patrick Otu, got a giant suitcase. Dignitaries of the occasion included members of the Bishops' Forum, Pilgrims College of Apostles, and bishops led by Archbishop John Micah, as well as the Commissioner for Lands and Territory, Obong in Oban. You can also watch AKBC TV News online by logging to AKBC online. Follow us on Twitter at AKBC45 Uyu or on Facebook at AKBC Channel 45. And now to point again. Victims of natural disasters in the state have been presented with relief materials. The materials included food, mosquito nets, and blankets, and 100 laptop computers have been donated to journalists in the state. The presentation of the computers, which is in redemption of an earlier promise, was performed by for Information and Communications. That's it on our package this morning. I'm Jeffrey Orok.